Hello everypony, Winged T Spears here, and I'm back with my next fanfic reading. Now, remember back when I said that I was going to read a fic with more seriousness in mind? Well, the one I did read didn't turn out to be that serious, did it? This time, however, I am being true to my word and reading a fic with some actual heavy emotional content to it. This story is called Can You Stay? And to any pony out there who feels like life has no meaning, that your dreams are crushed, that no one cares, that no one listens, and you can't go on, there will always be someone there for you, just like this story will show. There will always be someone to listen. You just might not know it yet. Can You Stay? By Zandra Dash. Rainbow Dash groaned as she went back inside her cloud mansion with a frown on her face. The light blue Pegasus felt like her life of becoming a Wonderbolt was going nowhere. Her heart felt empty. She felt depressed and alone. Her friends never seemed to notice her feelings. Rainbow Dash always had a smile on her face whenever she's around with other ponies. But, deep inside, her heart was broken. Why? Why is she so alone? Why is she so upset? Rainbow sighed.
My life is useless. No one ever cares. Do I need to be in this world anymore?
Rainbow asked herself, knowing that her destiny would never be fulfilled. Rainbow Dash just sat there in her couch. Flashbacks came running through her mind. The door slammed open. Rainbow Dash walked out with her head held high to see her friends all stood there waiting for the news. Fluttershy was the first to ask.
So, did you pass?
A few seconds of silence passed. The blue Pegasus smiled and shouted,
Yes, I passed!
She grabbed Fluttershy into the sky and hugged her whilst all her friends started cheering. I knew you would soon become a Wonderbolt, Twilight responded. We are so proud of you, Rainbow, Applejack added.
Thanks, girls. But I'm not a Wonderbolt yet. The Wonderbolts will pick one Pegasus to become a new member of their team,
Rainbow said, hoping it was her. Rainbow Dash managed to put a little smile on her face. Rainbow looked up to see Tank, her pet tortoise. He'd crashed with his minicopter. As Rainbow got up to help him, she smiled at Tank and let him go. The Wonderbolts were waiting inside the room for Rainbow Dash to receive the news. Rainbow opened the door and walked towards the Wonderbolts. Her hoof steps echoed in the huge room. Sit down, Spitfire requested. Rainbow sat, her nerves starting to get the better of her. Sweat came running down her forehead. Rainbow Dash hoped and hoped for good news. You've got guts, and you're a very fast Pegasus, announced Spitfire. Rainbow smiled, still hoping for the good news. But I'm sorry, you're just not the pony to become a Wonderbolt.
What?
Rainbow shouted. She was confused. Her smile fell into a frown in just a few seconds. Her dreams were crushed. She knew those words meant that her dreams were over. Her head hung down, and she felt tears about to flood her face. We're sorry. You don't have the right attitude to be a Wonderbolt. Again, I'm sorry, Spitfire explained.
Attitude?
Rainbow questioned loudly as she wiped a tear off of her face. Spitfire apologized. Sorry, Rainbow, but that's our decision, and it's final. She stood out of her seat with her head down and walked outside to see her friends again. Before letting any pony talk, she broke the news.
It was a no.
Pinkie Pie slowly put away her party cannon.
on now, Dashi. Stop fooling around. You're a Wonderbolt, right?
Pinky said nervously. Rarity gave a little nudge to Pinky. Oh, don't be sad, Rainbow. There's next time, right? Rarity added, hoping she made Rainbow Dash feel a little better.
Yeah, there will be a next time, I guess,
Rainbow Dash said, managing to put a fake smile on her face. But deep inside, Rainbow truly knew that there was no next time. That's the spirit, Rainbow. Why don't we go to the bar or something? Applejack asked. After the news, Rainbow Dash didn't really see her friends except Fluttershy. Rainbow mostly stayed in the clouds and hardly came down. Fluttershy was her only Pegasus friend, and only a Pegasus could go in the clouds. She was the only one who knew that Rainbow was depressed, so she tried to come and visit quite a lot. Rainbow Dash still sat there in her couch, just thinking to herself about what the future might be. Slowly, her eyes shut, and she fell asleep. The next night, the Blue Pegasus got a whole lot of cider and started drinking. When she was drunk, the truth always seemed to come out. Rainbow grabbed another bottle of cider and drank every last drop. A knock was heard at the door. Fluttershy stood there outside, waiting for an answer. Rainbow Dash was far too drunk to even notice the knock. Fluttershy noticed that the door was open and let herself in. Her green eyes widened as she saw broken bottles on the floor, and as she looked up, she saw Rainbow Dash there drinking.
Rainbow, it's me, Fluttershy,
she whispered. Fluttershy went over to Rainbow and helped her up.
Are you okay?
Fluttershy asked softly. The drunk Pegasus spoke.
Me? No, I'm not okay.
She continued talking about her problems.
No one cares about me. My dreams are crushed. I just want to die.
Fluttershy's mouth opened.
I'm here for you. Please, don't be like that.
Fluttershy hugged her and tried to comfort Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash groaned.
Get off me. I need to go.
Rainbow Dash left her cloud mansion, leaving Fluttershy alone.
I can fly. I'm a Wonderbolt. And no pony, no pony can tell me what to do,
she shouted, flapping her wings to a nearby cliff. Fluttershy stepped outside and looked around to see if Rainbow Dash was there. Then she looked up to see her standing on the edge of the cliff.
Oh no. Rainbow can fly. She's drunk. She could fall.
Fluttershy said to herself worriedly.
I can fly. I'm the fastest in all of Equestria.
Rainbow continued to shout. She opened her wings, getting ready to jump off. Fluttershy was on her way. She may not be fast, but she tried her best for Rainbow Dash. Fluttershy flapped her wings as fast as she could.
Here goes nothing,
Rainbow mumbled as she jumped and flew down, thinking she could do a sonic rainboom. But as she fell, her left wing got hit by a tree branch, which led her to stumble down. She was high up. Rainbow couldn't fly properly with her hurt wing, so she just accepted death. Her body was falling down slowly as Rainbow smiled and closed her eyes. She thought to herself,
I am the fastest flyer.
She may have accepted her death, but Fluttershy did not. Before Rainbow Dash's body could hit the ground, Fluttershy swiped her and picked her up. Rainbow Dash opened her eyes.
Wait, what? Why didn't you let me do...
And before she could even finish her sentence, the Blue Pegasus's eyes shut and fell asleep in Fluttershy's hooves. Fluttershy smiled and took her back to her mansion, She placed Rainbow Dash on her bed slowly and walked away. Rainbow Dash was half asleep, but she lifted her head with her eyes half shut and whispered,
Can you stay?
Immediately after, her head fell back on the pillow, and she slept. Fluttershy turned back around to carefully go under the blankets with Rainbow Dash. As the night continued, the warmth of Fluttershy's cuddles didn't make Rainbow Dash feel alone anymore. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. A short but bittersweet fic. Remember when I said to take heed? Don't suffer in silence like Rainbow Dash did. There will always be someone like Fluttershy there for you to pick up the pieces and stay by your side until you're better. That's the magic of friendship, every pony. It's a bit trite and cliché, but it's true. There will be a link to the story in the description so you can go and give the author some love, because this fic deserves to be heard. So until next time, every pony, ciao.